Back with us again, Brian Buckmeyer, who is an attorney and host of the Law and Crime Network. He's been following this case carefully. Brian, give me a sense of how a defense attorney begins to even look at this case with this much evidence.
First question is, what's the offer?
Yeah,
Can I take a plea?
Right.
The first thing I think after that, you're looking at, okay, what evidence do they have that is going to be concrete and I know what's going to come in, I can't keep out? Is there an alternative to he killed his wife that makes more sense? Maybe, and we were kind of joking about this before, I don't think they passed the laugh test though. Was he ordering these drugs for his dental practice rather than killing? Was his wife, who has a history of potentially being suicidal in the past, was she trying to kill herself? I don't think any of those work. I think you ultimately get to the point of, are there statements I can limit from coming in, like the conversations between nurse, practitioner, friend, all that? And are there any redeeming qualities where I can avoid the highest sentence, life without parole?
Right. And again, her family members would say she wasn't suicidal, right? She was never suicidal, that was just made up by him. You know, these Google searches do come up in a lot of cases, right? And sometimes they're ambiguous, right? Sometimes they're uncertain. Sometimes you can say, well, the usual defense I see is other people had access to my computer. So, yes, those are terrible searches, but you can't prove it was me.
Yeah, it's usually, well, this is a family computer.
Right.
We all live in the same house. You can access it, I can access it. But then when there's searches at home, there's searches at his dental practice, he's supposedly creating a new email address to do more searches, the question becomes, well, what's the one, or who is the one linking person to all of these searches? It's always him.
Do you think the girlfriend is going to have to testify? I mean, I'll be very curious to hear, what she knew or didn't know. And my guess is she knew nothing, right? And this guy had completely snookered her. But she's going to have to testify about conversations they were having about his wife's death.
Maybe. I mean, it all depends on what she knows.
Right.
If the prosecutor goes and says, hey, we want to do a subpoena, bring you in, ask you questions, if they're relevant to the case or they help further the case, then yes. And of course, if the defense has something that's relevant there, they'll go there. Maybe Craig said, I love you, but I'm never going to leave my wife. I would never do such and such. Maybe that comes in. Maybe, I don't know, she's checking her own protein shakes and worried about this guy as well. Right. It could hit the gamut of anything.
Right. Let me play a piece of sound. This is a lot of the patients of Craig shared this sentiment. Let's listen.
That's not indicative to the Dr. Craig that I knew. This is just unbelievable.
A lot of people who were patients of his saying they just can't believe it. Any way that could help him?
I would steer away from it, because what you could do there is you could open the door to his character.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you, as my boss, who I work for at Law and Crime, have positive things to say about me. I'm sure my wife has positive things to say about me. But I know a lot of prosecutors in Brooklyn that would probably have a lot of negative things to say about me. And so how you act with some people but not others could open the door to, oh, you want to bring in this person? We'll bring in all the other people who hate you.
I guess you could just bring it up in sentencing, though, right?
Yes.
I mean, once he's convicted in the sentencing process, you could say this should mean he should get a more lenient sentence. Look, this guy is in some trouble here.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.